Hello and welcome back to English with Alice. Today you are going to learn 17 advanced collocations for make and do. The difference between when to use make, when to use do can be really quite difficult for non-native speakers. So stick with me. You're going to learn 17 collocations and there will be a quiz for you to join in and for you to consolidate your learning. Are you ready? Let's do it. Here I have a list of my 17 words, and we need to decide if it's make or do. So we're going to move them together. Are you ready? Amends. Do you make amends or do amends? You make amends. Make amends. Make a toast or do a toast? If you said make, you are correct. You make a toast. And we're not talking about a slice of bread in the toaster. We're talking about a different kind of toast. In the next slide, I'm going to give examples of all of these. So if you're not sure about the meaning, stick with it because I will explain the meaning of all of the words. So make amends, make a toast. You're heading. This is quite informal, but a very useful expression. So it is do. Do your heading. I'm very excited to teach you this one. It's really, really useful. Okay, a breakthrough. Make or do. Make or do. We make a breakthrough, a discovery. Okay, contact with somebody. Do you do contact or do you make contact? Make. Well done if you said, oh, I've moved the wrong one. You make contact with somebody. Economics at university. Do economics or make economics? You do. This is to replace the word study. You can say I study economics or I do, a more informal way of talking about your degree. The best of the situation, do or make? It is make the best of the situation. Sense of. Make or do? It is make sense of. Make sense of. 80 miles per hour or kilometers, depending on where you live. 80 miles per hour. This you do when we're talking about speed. Do 80 miles per hour. Certain. Do certain, make certain. You make. Make certain, make certain. Operation, an operation. So a surgeon does, so it comes with do. A surgeon does an operation. To do an operation. Do. Remember, I am going to explain all the meanings, so don't worry if you don't understand all of the examples at the moment. All right. An attempt, make or do. We actually make an attempt. Make an attempt, not do. But we do the bare minimum. Well, I try not to do the bare minimum. Sometimes we might do the bare minimum. Okay, we have 4 left. The most of, press ups, a note of, and confession. The most of is going to be make. You make the most of the situation. Press ups, do. And this is the same for sit-ups or squats or any of those things that you might do in a gym, do press-ups. Okay, a note of. Make a note of. I hope you are all making a note of this class because it's very useful. Make a note of. And finally, a confession. You also make a confession. Oh, we have a lot more in the make column, don't we, than the do. So let's quickly run through that then. If you want to make a note, great, because next we have the quiz coming up. So make amends, make a toast, make a breakthrough, make contact, make the best of the situation, make sense of, make certain, make an attempt, make the most of, make a note of, make a confession. On the other side, we have do your head in, do economics at university, do 80 miles per hour, do an operation, do the bare minimum, and do press ups. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin the quiz. Okay. Number 1. To compensate for a mistake is to amends. Make. So this is great. You have it now in context. To compensate for a mistake is to make amends. Maybe you did something wrong and you need to go and make amends. You need to apologize and do something to show that you are sorry for your mistake. Okay, next one. Before the wedding ended, the best man stood up to make or do a toast. To make. Did you get that one? To make a toast. So it's like a speech. Maybe you have a cheers. This is to make a toast. At the wedding, you would make a toast to the bride and the groom. Okay. This is my favorite one. That constant whistling is really starting to my head in. Do you remember? This was do. Starting to do my head in. If something does your head in, it is really annoying. Really annoying. So the dog barking is doing my head in. It's a real example there for you. Okay, next one. Scientists hope to a breakthrough in the search for a cure. So you make a breakthrough, a discovery, an advance in something, a breakthrough. Okay, next one. I've been trying to contact with the manager all morning. You make contact with someone. Make contact with the manager. Okay, my brother decided to make or do economics at university last year. This was in the do column, wasn't it? My brother decided to do economics, to study economics. How did you do? Okay, let's go on to the next part of the quiz. I've read this paragraph 4 times, but I still can't sense of it. I still can't make sense of it. Are you making sense of this, class? Are you understanding it? Okay, the police pulled him over because he was 80 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone. Was he making or doing? He was doing. Okay. He was doing. Please check the guest list again to certain everyone is invited. Make or do? Make, I hear you scream. To make certain. To be sure about something. Make certain. Okay. The surgeon is scheduled to make or do an operation at 2 p.m. Scheduled to do an operation. Very good. She's going to make or do an attempt to break the world record. She's going to make. This is one I often hear people incorrectly saying do. So this is a good one to remember. She's going to make an attempt. Okay. Even though, let's repeat this word because I know sometimes it's difficult. Though, even though it rained on our holiday, we tried to the best of the situation. We tried to make the best of the situation. So it's much easier now we can see these in context, isn't it? Okay. Penultimate slide. He is so lazy. He only ever the bare minimum at work. He only ever does. Oh! What happened? He is so lazy. He only ever does the bare minimum at work. Okay. Oh, something's gone on with my pen. Apologies for that. We only have one day in Paris, so we need the most of it. We need to make the most of it. As part of his morning routine, he usually 50 press-ups. Wow, that's a lot. He usually does. He usually does 50 press-ups. Something wild is going on with my pen, so I'm going to use the laser instead. He usually does. You should make or do a note of these dates. A note of was make. You should make a note of these dates so you don't forget them. Sometimes people say, take note. This is okay as well. Or make a note. And finally, after hours of questioning, the suspect finally decided to a confession. Finally decided to make a confession. Make a confession. Make. So the laser actually disappears, but hopefully you were listening and my pen not working didn't cause too much of a problem. So do you have any queries about when you should use make or do? If you do, write them in the comments and I will help you. I hope that was useful, everybody, and I'll see you again next time on English with Alice. Goodbye.